Hello there.
I'm Robert.
And I'm Vanessa.
And we are late to the party in Disney, going back to the well, bringing their very famous and very successful animated films and making them live action. It's nothing new. They've been doing it for
Forever.
pretty much ever, yeah. So, Pinocchio, they came out with a teaser trailer. We didn't do a reaction to it because Pinocchio. You know, I wasn't really hyped about it.
I mean, it was just kind of a teaser trailer. I saw it beforehand, so I was like, oh, well, we can't really do a trailer reaction to it now. But now that we have a full-fledged trailer to the show, the movie...
I'm surprised it's not a show.
I know. But it makes sense for it to be a movie. But I'm looking forward to what we have in store for Pinocchio.
Tom Hanks, and that's pretty much all I know.
I think Guillermo del Toro is part of it, too.
Nope, he's doing his own Pinocchio.
That's
like
right.
on Netflix.
That's
it's like
right.
Kind of looks like James and the Giant Peach thing.
I get those two confused. You're correct.
That one might be more interesting, in my opinion, because if you're going to do Pinocchio, change it up. Because we've learned you pretty much carbon copy what came before. It comes across a little dull, in our opinion. Lion King, I was so hyped for Lion King, and it just did not really hit with me.
No.
It was in the faces. But Pinocchio, I remember reading the book. Like, my dad always read the book for me when I was a little kid, and I watched the hell out of the movies, and I went to the Ice Capades, and it was Pinocchio.
Honestly, Pinocchio did help where when I was a kid that I didn't want to be a bad person because then I didn't want to go to Pleasure Island, and I didn't want to become a donkey.
You don't want to be a jackass, so... Yeah. It definitely is ingrained growing up. I love the ride at Disneyland. But we'll see how it works out when they take it into live action, especially with Tom Hanks as Geppetto.
Yeah.
So I want to see Figaro. I can't wait. Guys, make sure you subscribe if you have not. We are working our way to 200K. And we appreciate every like and every sub that we can get. But let's get into the official trailer for Pinocchio now. Stromboli.
I present to you the eighth wonder of the world.
Oh, look at that Pinocchio.
It's Figaro.
Yeah. The blue fairy.
So magical.
Hello, Pops.
I love Tom Hanks.
An almost real boy.
An almost real boy.
Turn around, let me get a look at you. I will be right here when you get back.
Pinocchio is running around loose without a conscience? Can you imagine the trouble he's gonna get into?
Wouldn't want that on my conscience.
Everybody who's anybody wants to be a somebody.
But I want to be real.
Why on earth would you want
You
to
can
be
hear the
real?
music.
Yeah. When you wish upon a star.
Yeah. Oh, Pinocchio.
Yeah.
Nope. He got kidnapped.
You did such a good
Okay,
job.
Robert Zemeckis.
He won't be a puppet anymore. That's for sure. Pinocchio, be brave.
Monstro!
Not selfish.
Are we gonna see him become a real boy?
Yeah, just show us the whole movie.
Be
I know, right?
real boy.
I mean, we already know the story. On September 8th.
Damn.
Disney
Pride
Plus
can
Day.
really change a person, Pinocchio.
Oh, what's happening, Jiminy?
Looks like some sort of fairy magic. Kinda on the nose, if you ask me.
Oh. It's puberty.
Yeah, pretty much giving us the whole story there, even though we already know the whole story. It's just giving us a live version,
Reiteration.
live action version of the story.
You know, there are plenty of kids, I'm sure, that have not gone back and revisited the original Pinocchio movie.
True.
I'm sure there's tons of kids that probably wouldn't care for it just because they want the more updated things in
I
terms
agree.
of their, consumption of media. So that's what they're doing. They're making it so that way it's digestible for the newer fans, for the possible future fans, you know, the kids of today that will watch it and enjoy it because it's updated. So for us, those of us that enjoyed the cartoon back in the day, we still have the cartoon. We still remember it like the back of our hand. For us, it kind of feels like we're retreading the same ground. That's fine. We understand Disney. You've got these properties, you've got these icons, and you want to keep making money off of it because they're a business and they want to make money off it. But if it can supply the magic to those kids once again, so they get to experience the things that we did, but they don't want to go back and watch it, which they should, but if they don't want to, they don't have to. It makes me happy to see that it is such a good representation of the cartoon in live action form. It has the beats, it has the voices almost sound identical. Geppetto, Tom Hanks dancing around like it's Geppetto. Like I thought I was gonna, lose Tom Hanks a little, but I don't know why I thought that when the man freaking dissolves into his character so well, time and time again.
Yeah, especially recently,
Yeah,
Elvis.
and Elvis. It's amazing what the man can do, especially as an older actor who's been around for such a long time.
As an older Tom Hanks.
Yeah, as an older Tom Hanks, he's still killing it in all these characters. You know, you told me back in the day Tom Hanks would be Geppetto.
You're like, no.
You see him dancing around here. It's like I don't want to watch it because I don't want to see him sad. Like I don't want to see him heartbroken over the loss of Pinocchio. But when he's walking through the streets, Pinocchio, it's like it touches that string, that heartstring from what Pinocchio gave us before.
True, and then kind of going back to what you were saying, how like this is for the new generation, which I get, but it's also to help with Disneyland. I mean, I don't think they really need help with people going to Disneyland because Disneyland is always so packed when we go.
Sure.
But it still helps in the way for little kids to understand. So when they go to Fantasyland and they see the Pinocchio ride, they're like, oh, it's just gonna be like the movie that they just saw on Disney Plus.
Yeah.
Or if they go and see, like, I don't know if they're gonna do Snow White, but they have the Snow White ride there. So, and then of course with all the princesses and stuff like that, it's like, yeah, why not retell it for a younger generation that is growing up in a world of computers and CG and all that stuff.
And it's interesting it's dropping on Disney Plus as well instead of going to the theaters, because every single one of their remakes have made basically $1 billion at the box office. So granted, maybe they feel Pinocchio's a little too far back. They were giving us those 90s animated films, which were very successful.
Yeah, but I mean, they did Cinderella. And that was in the 50s.
Was that really, really successful, though? I don't remember what the box office was. So
I don't remember the box office for that either, but I thought it was pretty successful.
At the theater? Maybe. I mean, it's all about Aladdin. And they haven't even done a Little Mermaid yet. So
that's true. That's coming.
But they did Aladdin, and that one killed it.
Yeah.
So it's going to be interesting to see how the reception is for this one, if it's the talk of the town, if the kids love it, and if the days are over for Disney going back to the well to bring us those live-action versions of the animated films, because I mean, there's only so many that they can do before they start remaking them again. Which
they'll just remake. They'll just do a live action Frozen.
Shit, I'm sure that's in the cards. It's going to happen. But guys, what do you think of the official trailer for Pinocchio? Let us know in the comments below. You can also like and subscribe.
And do the thing on our Facebook, Twitter, Tumblr, Instagram, Discord.
All the social networking gin joints, you know where they are. Kick into the party, fuel the party. Keep the party going on our Patreon. We are covering She-Hulk on our channel. We dropped the first episode last week. Second episode coming out soon, so make sure you sub if you haven't. But thank you guys so much, and as always,
now it's time to say goodbye.
This party is over.
Bye.
Bye.